Greetings from Lagos State, Nigeria. It's just a few minutes to noon, just 11:59. 56, so we just have 4 minutes to noon time. So, how has your day been for those in Nigeria and Africa? How has the day been? Oh, thanks to God for today. Yes, so today we want to talk about intentionality. Okay, before then, my name is Ifoma Joy, and this is Ifoma Joy TV. Here we talk about identity, personal growth, personal development, business strategies, and we spice it up with biblical principles, meaning that everything we do here, we take it from the scriptures. We don't just live our lives like that. We are guided by the word of God, and so that is all I share here. Share about business tips, business ideas, and then other things that goes with it. So if this is your first time of being here, thank you for joining. Do subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share. Thank you. So today, like I said, we want to talk about living intentionally. Okay, living intentionally. Yes, because these are the things that intentionality is one of the things that pushes you. Okay. Yes, in life, everyone is in a journey. Yes, everyone is in a. But the thing is that it is a journey and it's a life journey. Only you can hold yourself, only you can guide yourself. People can help you move, people can help you, attain some levels. But before they can do that, it is in your power to give them the chance, like to allow them to guide you or to lead you. So that is why today I decided we talk about living intentionally, okay? Living intentionally. So when we talk about intention, what do we mean? Intention means living on purpose, making decisions that aligns with your values and with your goal. Having a purpose for which you are doing something, having a purpose for which you are living. Like God being so intentional about you and I, created us, right, in his own image and likeness. And he's still being intentional about us as human, created in his image and likeness, brought life into human and gave human authority over every plant, over every beast, over everything that he has created. Okay, that is because God was intentional about you and I. And so you becoming being intentional, is you working on your purpose, okay? Living in line with a purpose, holding a purpose. You have been born with a purpose. You have a reason for being alive. There is a reason to everything you do. You don't do anything without a reason. There's always a reason for going into that job. There's always a reason. By the time you grow above the childhood age, even as a child, you still have, the right to, have reasons and purposes for the things you do. Okay, it's not that you just be pushed to and fro with anything that comes. No, you have an intention for everything that you do. Oh, I'm going out. There is an intention for you going out. Something is making you go out. Okay, you want to go to school. It is something that is making you do that. You want to learn a trade. It is something that is making you do that. Like when I started this YouTube channel, something prompted in the word. If this is a way of connect with the word, this is a way of connecting with outside my country, meaning that my message can be passed across. It's intention I had in mind starting this channel. Okay, so there are so many people with one intention or the other with whatsoever they have started doing or they want to start doing. But what it all boils down to is that intention is living on purpose, making decisions that aligns with those values and those goals, meaning that everything you have set out to do, that intention in your heart to which you are doing that thing, yes, you align yourself with the values that go with it and with the goals that go with it, because your intention has a goal. Oh, I want to do this because I want to get this. Okay, going to this particular area or this particular country, like in my country today. Thank you for joining. Thank you, those that are joining. Thank you so much for joining. Please, you can leave a chat so I know your name. My name is Ifoma Joy, and this is Ifoma Joy TV. So you can leave your name on the chat box so that I can know your name, or you just say hi. Just say hi. I would use it to know your name. Thank you so much. Okay, like in my country, Flyboy, hi. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Where are you joining me from? I'm in Lagos City, Lagos State, Nigeria. Nigeria is a West African country in the continent of Africa. What's the funniest thing you did for love? Funniest thing, Ikwa. Actually, I wasn't talking about love here, right? I'm just talking about intentionality, okay? I don't think I've done any funniest thing for love. Okay, you stay in Kaduna. From the same country, Kaduna. Yeah. That's Kaduna is Hausa now. I should just answer. If I answer, what are you giving me? That's why I said I don't think I've done any funniest thing. I don't think I can't remember. Can I remember? I don't think I can't remember. Okay, you are not Hausa. Wow. So you are from where? What tribe in Nigeria? Yoruba, Igbo, Igala, TV, which of them? You're from Kogi State. That's great. So most likely we are putting you under which tribe now? Yoruba tribe? Okay, like as I was saying, in Nigeria here today, we see a lot of people, leaving the country. They have an intention for leaving the country. They are not just leaving because others are leaving. Each one, okay, we leave that for the future. Okay, no, Allah. Okay, so they have intention for leaving Nigeria. For my people, we call it jackbarring, and they have intention for jackbarring. And most precisely, most of them are jackbarring from Nigeria because of the situation, the economic situation of Nigeria. So they work towards. You want to run to? Because don't run, no. Where will you run to? There's nothing like home. Oh. Stay back in your country. Let's build this country together. Maybe if you become the governor of Kaduna State now, things will work out well. Abi, can't you be the governor? Or when you get to the seat there, will you not do the right thing? If you will, just sit back there, okay? Sit back in Kaduna State. You must not run from Nigeria. If you run, I will catch you. I will drag you back to Nigeria. It's getting worse, yes. But the thing is this, it's because we are in this country, we see how worse it is. Those in other countries too are complaining. Yeah. Those in other countries too are complaining. Like I watched the video on YouTube, I think 2 days ago, of a lady living in America saying America is no longer safe for her. So that everyone has reasons for going out, right? Everyone has reasons. Yes, economic situation in every country always also have their problems. Everyone has their problem. Every nation you see, there is no nation that is free of troubles. Okay, one of the biggest issue with us here in Nigeria is our leadership that is not just right. Okay, if the leaderships are right, at least every other thing will fall in place. That's just the thing. The leadership is not working well. They are all about their pockets, they are all about their families, they are all about what they are going to gain. And that is why it seems like it's getting worse every day. But one thing I assure you is that there is no place like home, right? You are where you are free to do anything you want to do. Okay, like as I was saying, there is always an intention to everything we do. Okay, and that intention is what moves you to be able to actualize your goal and success that you have laid down. I can imagine that. Yes, it was even later I got to understand that he didn't just die, he was killed for, trying to build a sustainable economy in Libya. He was trying his best. He was actually trying his best. And the African leaders joined hand forces and took him out. And that is how timid the leadership of our continent are. They just take a pass in their hand and think they can do anything. Well, it is well. Not just Libya. Yes, almost every country in Africa has the same issue. Yes. Yes, every continent. Our leaders are not just it at all. We have the resources, we have the wealth of nations in Africa. It's just the leadership that is the problem. Yes, they're only after what they are going to gain. And that is so bad. It's so bad. But the thing is, where we are running to, how good is that area? Because most of our people, is when they get to where they decided to go to, that is when they begin to notice, the errors too in those areas. Everyone have their own problem. We pray that God sustains our nation for us, sustain us all with everything that will make it good for us. Okay. So there's always a goal, there's always something that goes with intentions, and that is what helps you to be able to come out successful in every endeavors that you are into. Okay, like the book of Proverbs chapter 21 verse 5 will say that the plan of the diligent leads surely to abundance. Okay, it leads surely to abundance. So the intentionality that you put into all that you do, it does what? It takes you to an abundant life. It makes everything possible for you, right? So why do people struggle with intentionality? A lot of people struggle when it comes to being intentional. They struggle over it. Why is it that it happens this way? Okay, let's talk about that. And one of the things I have here is distractions, the social media and peer pressure. Okay, a lot of distraction out there. Like this morning, as I was thinking of doing this live, something was there inside of me distracting me and telling me there wasn't any need to do it, I shouldn't do it, like people wouldn't join. A lot of things just come to our hearts, our mind, and it becomes a distraction to us. Okay, when you are distracted, it is difficult to follow suit with what you are doing. So that is why it is one of the struggle that we face when working on intentionality. Then another thing is fear of failure, because people are afraid to fail. They are really afraid to fail. So setting up on their intention, working on their intention becomes a barrier. Yes, they know what to do, but because they are not, seeing that thing to be successful, all they have in their mind is that, since it is me that is doing this, I don't think it's going to work. The one thing we fail to understand is that everybody have these distractions, right? All those top people out there, they had these distractions in one way or the other. And one thing is that distractions do not finish. it keeps coming. If you're being distracted in this way and you are able to walk yourself out of that way, something else will come in the future, something else will come in front. There's always something that want to, distract you. There is always something, particular thing, especially when you're building on the road to success. You are working on a particular project that is going to yield a lot for you. There will always be distraction, and those things is just to weigh you down. But the thing is, if you are able to overcome them and climb up to the next step, you will win bigger. And because even the devil is afraid of you, and that is why he will want to pin you down to one particular area so that you don't get out of this place and begin to trust God and begin to live out for God. So you want to bring distractions your way that would make you stop doing that thing you're doing. Like when I started my channel, my intentions was that in 5 months, in 1 year, at least in 1 year, in 5 months, or in 1 year, if it's too much, let it be 1 year, I should be monetized. But did I get this monetization? No. Why? Because at the point that I started, a lot of thoughts came in, a lot of distractions came in, a lot of things came in, things I never expected to be a problem. They became problem for me. The people I never expected to stand against what I was doing, they started standing against it. And then you see people always spying on your privacy, trying to check if you are online, if you're trying to make a video, if you're trying to post something. So they just start countering it. Sometimes you post something online, being a content creator, and then you get a call of a family member or a friend, beginning with what you just posted. They didn't even read it though. They just start calling you, what is that nonsense? What is that? Begin to give you words. And then you that has decided, oh, I'm going to build this thing, because their words are coming, those distractions are coming. At the point you just miss it out. And that was what happened to me that made me struggle to this time before I got the monetization. It's not that it's difficult for you to get your monetization in 1 month, or difficult for you to get the monetization in 1 week, or difficult to get your monetization in 1 year if it is so lengthy. But because distractions will always come to hinder you. This morning now, distraction was that don't go live. The distraction was that people might not join. The distraction was that nobody is watching your video. The distraction was that how many views have you gotten? The distraction was that how much have you made? Okay, you've been monetized now. You shouting monetization. Yes, you've been monetized now. How many views have you gotten? How much have you made? So a lot of things comes to become a distraction to us when starting anything. And that is why we have to watch our ways with everything we are doing. Okay, so another thing that people struggle with when it comes to intentionality is fear of failure. Yes, they're afraid to fail. They don't want to fail, not knowing their why. Okay, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Because if you are able to know your whys, if you're able to set out your whys, it will help you, because this is why I want to do this. This is why I want to do that. And that is why I advise people, though I find it difficult most times, I'm still struggling with it, to always put down my whys, because getting your whys down help you to understand it and helps you to overcome it. Why do I want to get to this level? Why do I want to do this? Why do I want to start up a YouTube channel? Why do I want to become a content creator? Why do I want to go to school? Why do I want to work here? Why do I want to do this business? Why do I want to make this person my friend? There is always a why to everything that you are doing. Okay, so in order to be able to walk in line with this why, you just need to jot them down. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I want to start up this business. This is why I want to go to school. This is why I want to indulge in this thing. So you seeing the whys daily is a push for you. It's a push for you. Okay, it's a push for you. So try to understand your why. Find out what your why is. Okay, try to know them. If you're able to know your whys, it will help you a lot, because you will not be walking randomly. You will not just be there struggling over a little thing, right? Then another thing is lack of clarity or vision. When people lack clarity to the things they are to do, or the visions to what they are to do, it becomes a problem. Okay, it stands against your intentionality, even if you have set out the things you want to do, because it's not, you have not been able to get the right thing, the right way that you ought to do those things. It becomes a problem, okay, to your intentionality. Then another thing is, like I said, lack of vision. When you don't have a vision plan, you set out to do something, there is no vision, you did not even vision what you're doing, or because others are doing it, you just jump out of the blues and you started doing it, but never had a vision to, if you are to do it or not. Okay, so let's see a particular portion of the scriptures. The book of Habakkuk talks about writing the vision. Writing the vision, you must write down and put down your vision, because it helps you a lot. Putting down your visions, writing it down, it brings clarity to whatsoever you are doing. Okay, it brings clarity, helps you to walk in the right path. It gives you a clear path to walk on when it comes to being intentional about what you are doing. It's like a direction to you, right? It directs you in every part. Okay, I'm trying to search out that particular portion of the scriptures. That's Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2. And it says, and the Lord answered and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that readeth it. Okay, so that they will see it and walk in line with it. So always put down vision. It helps you to build your intentionality, okay, in any aspect that you are working with. Then how do we start living intentionally? How do you start living intentionally? One, clarity. Okay, clarity. What do you want in life, business or spiritual life? You have to build your clarity in all these things. You don't just live randomly. And that is why some people are walking in the path of failure, because everything they do randomly. There is no clear guide. There is nothing written down. There is no agreement. There is no goal. There is no purpose. There is no agenda. There is nothing at all. They're just there. Oh, I wake up in the morning. I can do anything that comes my way. I can do this. I can do that. If you want to be intentional, you have to be cleared. You have to build clarity when it comes to what you want in life, what you want in your business, what you want in your spiritual life. All these things matters a lot. Then there is the goal setting. Okay, set short-term goal or long-term goals. When you set a long-term goal, your long-term goal could be like at the end of this year, I should be able to achieve this. Like I told myself, in this 2025, you should be able to get your Facebook monetized and your YouTube monetized. That became like, it was always sounding in my spirit, in my mind, and then I began to put effort. Why? Because it's always there. Right? It's always coming to me. I'm always thinking about it. I've always told myself, Joy, this is what you want. You must walk in line with it. So it gave me the push. So in order for you to be able to, build your intentionality, you need to set out goals to everything you are doing. Set out goals, set out timing. It could be short-term goal, long-term goal. After, like, for example, I set the long-term goal that at the end of the year, I should get this channel monetized, I should get my Facebook monetized. Then I brought it down again to, like, I cannot work on monetizing both at the same time. One comes before the other. And so this is what I'm going to do. Let me post consistently in this area, because it's easier getting monetized on Facebook than getting monetized on YouTube. Yes, it's easier getting monetized on Facebook, because right now Facebook does not talk about any watch time. It was before they talk about 600 minutes watch time, but right now there is nothing like 1,000 watch time. There's nothing like 600 watch time. There is nothing like 600,000 watch time. All you need to do is just turn on your professional page, your profile into a professional mode, or you create a page and start posting. So as often as you post, one day you just get, a notification that your your Facebook page or profile has been monetized. Okay, it's not like YouTube where you have to work, make sure this particular watch time or hour is gotten, this number of subscribers are gotten. On Facebook, even at 1,000 you can get monetized. Even at 500 you can get monetized, if only you are putting in the work. If you are consistent, the algorithm picks you that this person is a consistent person and is someone that people do engage in her posts, and is someone that follow tags. Facebook will have tags for you. These are the tags for the week. They tell you get 50 followers, get post 30, make 30 posts in a week, make 4 posts, real posts in a month. They just bring out different things, tasks for you to do. But on YouTube, it is not like that. I decided, okay, since it was easier to get monetized on Facebook, let me go for Facebook first. And then I started posting consistently while I was still posting once in a while on YouTube, okay? Because you can't bring these two things together. That is why we needed a short-term goal, a long-term goal, and also set out a short-term goal that will help us to accomplish the long-term goals, like cutting the goals into bit by bit. Oh, at the end of the year, I want to make $50,000. So how do I get up to this $50,000? Now I'll bring it down, put it into monthly. Okay, if I'm to get these thousands of dollars in a month, in a year, then how much do I need to make per month in order to get to this area? Then you set out the goal. Okay, this is what I should do per year, per month. This is the amount of money I should be making per month, so that at the end of the day, I'll be able to achieve the particular amount I needed to achieve at the end of the year. Then at that month point, it could still be so big that sometimes you might be discouraged. So you now cut it down again to weekly, from month to weekly, or to maybe 2 weeks interval. Okay, you bring it down there again. Okay, if I'm to make this certain amount per month, per year, and then per month I've broken it to, okay, this is what I should be making per month. Okay, what avenue can I use to get this? Then you check again if that per month will be perfect. If not, you break the goal again, from that long term to that short time of per month, to another short time of per week, to another short time of 2 days or per day. Okay, this is what I should be making per day, that will amount to so amount in a month, that will amount to so in a week, that will amount into so amount in a month, and that will get me to this particular amount of money that I want to make in the year, the end of the year. Okay, these are the things that you need to follow. Okay, set out goals, set out short-term goals, set out long-term goals. Then another thing is discipline. Okay, how to start living intentionally. You ought to be disciplined in whatsoever you are doing. Wake up with a plan and stay focused. Wake up, you even have a timetable of what you do. It helps a lot. You have a timetable of, this is how I do my things, this is the time I should wake up, at the point that I wake up, these are the things I should do at this particular timing. It helps you a lot. It helps you to achieve a lot. If you are able to set these things down, it will really, really help you, and it makes you more intentional about. People will even see it and say, this person is really intentional when it comes to this particular thing he or she is doing. Then another thing is the environment. Okay, to start living intentionally, your environment must be checked, right? Check your circles wisely. Be very careful with the people you move with, because characters influence characters. Okay, that is why the scripture will say bad communication corrupts good manner. No matter how good and perfect you feel you are, if you tend to work with people who are imperfect, especially when it's not one, not two, group of people who are not perfect in the things they do, you become the next person among them. Like someone will say, show me 5 millionaires, and I'll tell you, you are the 6th person. Why? Because friends influence friends. Okay, people influence people, okay? So we ought to have this in our mind. The environment that we are staying in, the circle of people we communicate with, we move with, or we have plans with, okay? Then another thing is to take action in whatsoever you do. Be consistent. Consistency beats motivation. No matter how you are motivated, if you are not consistent in what you do, if you are not consistent in the plans you have laid, you will come out with nuts. Okay, you will not be able to achieve that thing which you have set to achieve. Then the another part we want to talk about now is intentionality in business. That business you are set to do, how intentional are you about it? So one of the things you need to do is to show up even when nobody's watching. Like me being here now and like no one is watching, I should still show up tomorrow, right? I shouldn't mind that no one is watching. Like I had a coach then in 2021. She said by the time she started her Instagram live, it was only her. Later her husband started watching, from her husband to another person, before people started joining. So she was not, she kept going even when it seems like no one is watching. She kept going. So the thing here is show up even when nobody is watching. Show up even when it feels as if you are the only one there. Show up even when it seems you are bringing out that business daily and it's as if no one is pricing it, no one is even coming to buy. You ought to show up, all right? Because the more consistent you are. I'm so sorry, there's rain here. There is rain is falling. Yeah. So you show up even when no one is watching. Do not look at the fact that nobody is here. Show up at all times. Show up, because that showing up consistently will make people to trust you. Because at first people want to really know if you are intentional about what you're doing, if you are to be trusted in that thing that you're doing. And so they might just keep mum there. They might just be, like you being in a Facebook group now, you make posts and it's like 5 people reacted to the post, and then people are not reacting, and all of a sudden someone sees you on the road and tells you, that message, it gave me a lot of inspiration, and you are like, but you did not engage now, you did not show any form of like, I have interacted with this person, or I've even seen this post. Okay, so people are watching. Sometimes they keep watching to see how trusted you can be before they start interacting with you. Okay, that is why you must always show up even when it seems no one is watching. Okay, then the second thing under that intentionality in business is be clear on your brand message. Be clear. This is my brand message. Stick to it. Okay, don't jump around within what you are doing, the brand you are promoting. It really helps because it makes people to trust you that you are doing the right thing. Okay, be clear on your brand, be clear on your message. Then another thing is keep learning. Yes, you can learn from YouTube, you can learn from Google, you can learn from mentors. Keep learning. There are many things that happens around me, or some words I hear. The next thing is to go check on Google, like what is this thing, what is that thing, and there is nothing you type there that you won't get answers to. Yes, it has been built, it has been automated, and so it is easier for us, all thanks to those that are working on it. Then we have plan your content or products. Yes, plan your content. If you're a content creator, you plan your content. This is the content for the day, this is the content for the week, this is the content for the month. Okay, when do I post? Okay, you then plan how to post. This business, this is how I want it to go, this is what I want to do the first day, this is what I want to do the second day. You just have to plan your content, plan your products, set them out in a way that will not be difficult to present at any point in time. Then testimony, share your own small wins or journey, share it with people. Now there's this product that I sell, I call ginger herbal extract. I first used it, and because it worked for me, at every point I want to sell to anybody, I'll first tell them how it worked for me and what it did for me. Okay, so it's another thing that you need to walk in line with. Testimony, share your own small win, that thing you've been able to get in doing that business, share it, let others hear it, right? Let others hear about your wins. Then intentional efforts build generational success. Yes, intentional efforts, that effort that you're intentional about, you see that in no distant time it will build a generational success, right? We have a lot of people now, someone like Aliko Dangote. It was intentionality that got him to where he was today. Someone that has hawked before, that is what intentionality can do for you. It can turn you 360 degree. It can raise you from nowhere and set you on high immediately. That is what intentions can do, right? So another thing is intentionality in faith. In your faith as a child of God, what should be your intentionality? He said, don't just go to church, grow. Like a lot of people just go to church to mark present. They want the pastors to see them, but they are not living the life, right? They are not growing in that faith. So the thing is, in having intentionality in faith, all you need to do is don't just go to church, grow. Let the word have a part in you. Let the word minister to you. Let the word cause a change in you, okay? Don't build quiet time intentionally, right? Don't build your quiet time intentionally. Seek God first. And your prayer life, your fasting and study, all should be done with focus, from your heart. You don't just do it because others are doing it. You do it because you want to do it, right? Then, what area do you want to become more intentional with? Is a question. What area do you really want to become intention with? That thing you're doing, what area are you finding it difficult? You can, put in your question or your reaction or anything you want to say at the comment section, so that I can see it and other people can see it and also learn from it. So choose purpose over pressure. Yes, no matter what, always be intentional. Choose your purpose. Always work with your purpose. Yes, pressures must come. It's one of the things that we see out there. There must be pressures, there must be challenges. But one thing you need to have in mind is to choose your purpose over the pressure. Don't give in to those pressures, don't give in to those challenges. That is how your intentionality will confuse every forms of distraction around you. Yes, because you have already proposed in your heart that though come what may, I must build on this. Even enemies that are trying to distract you, they will be confused because you are not giving mind to those things they have said or they have planned. So it is a good thing to always have intentional, to be intentional about what you do, what you plan, and the things you set out for yourself on your path of success. Like I said at the beginning, life is a journey, and this journey is what you can get yourself into on your own. No matter how someone seems to want to help you, it is only on your own that your purposes and life plans and everything will be actualized the way it ought to be. So if you don't take it to the height of being successful, you're either taking it to the height of being unsuccessful. So everything is in your hand to do. Everything boils down to you. Everything is in your power to do. Nobody will force you. They say that you can take a horse to the river, but you can't force that horse to drink from the rivers. That is how it is when it comes to intentionality with our personal selves, our business, and every other things we are doing, right? So any question for me, anybody online, if you have question, you can put it at the comment section. If you have anything to tell us, you can indicate from the comment section. Boom, boom, boom. So any reactions, any questions? All right, we have stayed for 40 minutes. Thank you, everyone that joined. Thank you. Thank you. Do have a pleasant day experience and join me again at 10 p.m. today. Thank you. Have a lovely day experience. Bye.